With Chhawa roaring in cinemas, it made me realize how epic sagas are a risky bet. Like, you end up making Chhawa or you end up making Panipat.
मेरे जीवन में तुम ही हो और तुम ही रहोगे.
Definitely, the conviction with which lead actor plays the role is a major contributor to the overall appeal of the film, but few reasons exist beyond that as well. Let's deep dive into what makes an epic film successful.
We're just getting started. Nothing stops this train. Nothing.
I was going through the interview of Shujit Sarkar on Humans of Cinemas, where he mentioned the very reason for violence and how it should be showcased on screen.
मैं वायलेंस तब लेके आऊंगा ताकि वायलेंस इतना गंदा हो कि मैं उसको नहीं देखूं, कि मैं ऐसा वायलेंस करूं कि लोग देख के डर जाए, बस ये फिल्म नहीं देखना. तो मेरे को हुआ है, मैं देखता ही नहीं हूं फिल्म्स. वी शुड फील द पेन दैट ये मतलब यू शुड क्लोज योर आईज एंड गो कि ये नहीं देखना है.
If you see Chhawa, you know the last bit takes its time to make you feel the exact same emotion that Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj went through, and you as an audience think, just give him a peaceful death. I don't want to watch this anymore. Similarly, the Jallianwala Bagh scene of Sardar Udham actually makes you feel that the sequence is dragged, challenging you as an audience to go through the whole sequence. So it's simple. Show violence, but not for the audience to clap on it, but for challenging them to see it through. Second, the main protagonist has to prove his worth. If you see Bajirao Mastani in a long, engaging sequence, it is very well established that Bajirao is not only powerful, but is wise as well.
वो मिट्टी हिंदुस्तान की है और वो मयूरपंख मुगल सल्तनत का पेड़ जिसकी जड़ें हैं दिल्ली, और वो तीर मराठा साम्राज्य का.
Very similar to Vicky Kaushal in Chhawa, where he burns Burhanpur to ashes and establishes his worth to become the next Chhatrapati. Now, this can be done with the help of long drawn sequences with the antagonist as well, very similar to conversation between Bajirao and Nizam in Bajirao Mastani. A worthy villain. We know the antagonist will do bad things, but how it is portrayed on screen makes the difference. If you see Sanjay Dutt from Panipat, his physique in itself is so huge that it just does not add to the overall dynamic aspect of being a voracious and dynamic villain. See Ranveer from Padmavat. He is so unpredictable that it keeps you hooked to what he will do next.
चाचा जान, हम आपके तोहफे से बेहद खुश हुए.
From editing perspective, cross-cutting is intensely used in period dramas to present the audience with conflicting sides one after the another. If done well, it engages the audience and keeps you hooked. There are rarely any war films where it is not used, because it keeps you hooked and makes you wait for the final war to begin. Many scenes usually fade to black, which is typically used at the end of emotionally heavy scenes, signaling finality or transition. It is abrupt, and the next scene is typically entirely new space or location to begin with. Low angle shots are typically used to show the power dynamics, and it does showcase the magnanimity and the aura that main protagonist has. Finally, the characterization has to be that of the character, not that of the actor who is actually playing that role. For example, it was Sanjay Dutt who was against Arjun Kapoor in Panipat, but it was Aurangzeb in front of Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj in Chhawa.